Okay, so we're back at the Planner Hub and we're going to now talk about the parent portal. Before we start with the parent portal, we need to just update the profile name. And if I click on that, I just replace parent with, I put mom. So you can replace with what you want, replace the photo, and then also rename the portal. So I'm going to go into the mom's portal. It will say parent portal, and I just put mom. And I'm going to open this up full. And we're just going to talk about this page. This page could be your landing page for everything if you want it to be. It's one of those things, so you could put a little star there and it will be your favorites and you could just open it right away. But you could change the icon here and the banner if you want. Scrolling down further, we have a little music section if you want to play music as you are planning. That's something I find very pleasant to do. I do open it up in YouTube. Once I hit it, I say open it up in YouTube. But if you click here, you could replace it with Spotify or just delete the whole thing or just leave it untouched. It's up to you. Okay, this section right here, you see when I clicked inside, this brown bar appeared, and that just means that whatever you type inside it will be duplicated wherever it's at. Okay, so I'm going to show you if I type in here messages, this little section is for messages for everyone that has their portal. So we're just going to put, this is a place to use for public announcements. There you go. All right. So you write a message, your kids could write messages, but from their portal. So let's look at this. I opened up a new tab, and if you want to do that too, you could just hit right here, duplicate, and then open up in the new tab, the new portal. So I'm gonna, here it is, it's already opened. And if we go up here, this is a place to use for public announcements. It just said that. In fact, now I'm going to show you what if I even say, thank you for the, let's see, I'll just put, thank you, mom. Let's just put that down. Say one of the kids wanted to say thank you, mom. I don't know. But if you go here, there it is. It says thank you, mom. So we definitely want to keep this up. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you here, it updated to what it said. All right, going back to the moms thing, right here, the first thing you'll notice is the school breaks events calendar. Right now, it's not in a calendar mode. It says table view of events. And these are all federal recognized holidays that I have here, most of them, except you'll see apple picking, pumpkin patch. I'll talk about those later. But they're not integrated into your lesson planner yet, but they are possible. So I did have this included there so that you can use it if you want to later, and I will show you how that works. But let's look at the calendar view of what that means. So if I go to calendar view, and let's go to the first one, I think is in September, it will show up in September. There's a Labor Day, and then we have an apple picking day. And if you click on it, it kind of gives even more details about what's happening in that particular day. It's the event date. And you can add anything if you want, how detailed you want it. These are images that I picked offline, and I put the time. All right, so I'll get out of this really quick. And let's go back to the table of events. Now, also within this table of events, that besides the federal recognized holidays, and then these ones are extra, these are demos, so you can feel free to delete them. Just hit delete. And then if you want to, but these are Thanksgiving breaks. You could pick a date and you just put the dates on there. So say I wanted to, I just pick a November date, and I know Thanksgiving is on the 26th of this year, and I would just put November 25, and I'm going to put an end date. So for my whole date, we will be through the 27th. So we have these 3 days off. And now it shows up right here, and this will now appear on my calendar. Okay, I can do the same thing for winter break and also for spring break. So you can include all these, and later I will show you how to make sure it gets onto your kids' calendar. Okay, because right now this is not tied to anyone's particular calendar. It's just a general calendar. let's see, you have a to-do list here. Every time you do something, or if you want to add something, let's see, oops, Control Z. If you just keep adding, it keeps adding there. And if you do it, it will delete. So you could delete these extra ones by hitting delete. So these are just to-do lists for yourself. All right, here we say there's a daily family schedule. If we were to open this up right now, I don't have any schedule. I have not yet planned, but you can use this if you want to. It's just a general schedule that you would have in place for each child, and then you would have access to see what that looks like. Also, you also have opportunity to see the student portals right away. You can just click on them. The student status, attendance status, and if you want to jump to assignments, it's all located here. Scrolling down further, you have your photo. You can replace it. This is an AI photo. It's not a picture of me. And just, you don't have to have it there. You can just keep it blank as well. Just delete that. But right here in this section, as we go on later, we'll see that there will be lessons populated here for today. There's a monthly calendar view, a weekly calendar view. I don't really care for the calendar views because the only reason I would use it is to see if there's a holiday in there. But I don't use them because it gets too cluttered. So I like to use this as a table version, like you just see it listed in order. Down here is the lesson status, how many lessons in total, including every course. So that's just a generalization of that. As we get down below, you can plan for a menu. Right here is your menu planning, and then you can also have chore planning. You can go look at their chores. Down here below is if you needed to replace anything in here, you would have a video guide, which I'm going to create separately to show how to replace all that stuff that's up here every year that you could just replace. So sometimes you'll have to replace the attendance status and the school break status, things like that. All right, so now that we've done that, I'm going to quickly show you another home page that you could use. So this is the parent portal. It's excellent just to give you places to go to for assignments and stuff like that. But let's look at another page that you could also use as your home page. Okay, this is the one page that I do call home, and it has everything in there. So it also has a Google Calendar. And if you don't use Google, I would just replace it with the school breaks calendar. I'm going to show you how I would do it. I don't have it on this page yet. It will be included once I have updated with the school breaks. But let's look at the student portal. So right here, they have also Google Calendar. And if you don't use Google Calendar, you might want to replace it with that other, it's just a generic calendar that has the breaks on there. So what I would do is I'd scroll down to the student portals, and you'd have to do this for each student because it doesn't automatically update. So in each student portal, they will have this. It says for alternate calendar. Okay, so we're going to go here and we go to the school year, and this is the calendar that we want. So what I would do is I'd see this, if you hover over here, you see these bars and it says drag to move. So you want to do is you want to click the mouse and hold on to it. Don't let it go. And then you want to go right till you see right that blue line right above the Google. And now it's there. And it's pretty long. You can't shorten it. And then this right here, you can just hit delete if you want. But I am not going to hit delete right now. I'm just going to go ahead and write. And so this one right here, the add events, this one will take you to your Google Calendar, and that's in another video how to replace it. So your Google Calendar will be the one that adds events to. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and scoot this back down. This will just be an option for later if I don't want to use my Google Calendar. You just want to drag it and don't let it go until it's back in its spot. Okay, so right there, the blue line appears and you can let go. And then toggle that back off, toggle this, and now we're back done. Okay, so here's the home page, and that's what you would do to replace this one as well. And I would have that down located at the bottom where you can just go ahead and drag it out and put it up here in this little space. On this space 2, we have all the corresponding databases if you need to get to them quickly. We have music also on this page and a message board. The message boards are if your kids have questions, like this one says, I'm having problems with math lesson number 55. I can go here and see who or when it was created, and I can also open it up and respond to that. Here we have a library of books, the reading logs, also access to the parent portal. You have everything here, and then the student portals, and then today's menu. Here's all the field events. If you actually were going to see the field events, these change with each student portal. Whatever you do here, the student sees also on their page. So if I'm in September and then I want to go into October, this is what's happening in October. If I'm having anything in November, I have these things happening in November. So those are just nice to have visuals of what's planned in school breaks and events. Okay, and this concludes this section of the parent portal and a home page that you might choose. Just have to click this to have it be a favorite right here. So this is the home, and there's the mom's portal. Thanks so much for watching.